85%? Are you kidding me? Okay, I just learned yesterday that one of the organizations that can facilitate gifts of real estate for nonprofits keeps 85% of the donation. Now, if it's $1 million donation and the nonprofit is still receiving 150,000, apparently that's been okay with them with this group for years. However, wow, talk about raping and pillaging. Talk about taking advantage of people who need a service and don't know how to do it without you. Holy cow. So I've heard of 70%. I spoke with a group about 6 weeks ago who keeps 50%. I know of a group that is really, really pouring out the marketing and popping up in search engines a lot that keeps 20%, which is not too terribly awful. But when you have your gift of real estate facilitated through the Real Agents of Change and the partners that we have, it's less than 10%. In some cases, it's less than 2 or 3%, depending on how big of a donation it is. So the partners that we choose because they are collaborative, not competitive, because they truly are philanthropic and have the intention of helping nonprofits in the biggest way. They truly do, just like us, bring this to the world for the right reasons, because the nonprofit world needs funding. They don't need to be taken advantage of. They don't need to be raked over the coals because they don't know how to do this. Friends, $9 billion a year comes into nonprofits through gifts of real estate. It has been happening for 100 years. Experts say, like Dr. Russell James, who wrote the foreword for our book, Real Estate is Hot, Fundraising is Not, experts say that that 9 billion could, should, would, will escalate and elevate to 29 billion with the right education, with the right letting people know. So the fact of the matter is, the reason you've never heard of this is because 99.9% of nonprofits not only don't ask for gifts of real estate, they turn them down when they're offered because they are so risky and because they have heard of people keeping 85% of the donation. But it is our goal at The Rock to make sure that all of the 1.5 million nonprofits in this country are able to benefit from the proceeds of real estate with no risk and not taking title. And there are groups that do this in a big way that have laughed at me and said, Cami, nonprofits will never change how they do things. It's really sweet that you're trying to help them, but good luck with that. We've been doing these transactions for 20 years, and we have our people that will do it, and we do a good living out of it. But all those people that you're trying to educate, not going to happen. So are you going to make them right? Are you going to make them right and stay stuck in your old way of doing it? Or are you ready to step out, step up, step into a new way of supporting and serving? See, it is a disservice to those that you say you're here to serve when you won't even explore how this works. So, the question of, Kimmy, how do you get paid? How do you get paid? Look, we have certification programs. We have a master class. We have a book, Real Estate is Hot, Fundraising is Not. We have a 3-hour CE course that we teach to real estate agents. We get paid to educate. Okay? Now, as the business continues to grow and as supply and demand happens, we will eventually keep our own percentage of the gift that comes in. However, we don't right now. So, let's bring this to the public. You don't have to worry. Your nonprofits that you care about will keep 90% or more of a gift that on average is $600,000. So keep doing your bake sales to raise $600. Keep doing your golf tournaments, trying to raise 10, 20, 50, 100,000. Great effort. Love it. Just add to the flyer. By the way, we also benefit from non-cash assets. By the way, we have a way to facilitate to facilitate real estate that makes it really simple for everyone involved. Just let people know, and we can help you with that. And not at 85%. Horrible. Absolutely reprehensible. Absolutely demoralizing. Horrible, horrible.